Hi, doggy. You want to go do a garden tour? Well, Chucky does. So it is October 7th. It was 23 degrees here in southern Ontario, so it's trying to be fall sometimes, but other days it's still pretty warm. Our dwarf trees are doing good. Most of the damage has surpassed, and we've got a whole bunch of new growth here. So that's great. Our hanging baskets are pretty much done for the season. They've stopped flowering and just pretty much need to be pulled at this point. Same with our basil. The basil's done. It's pretty much died back. I'm going to cut off some of the good leaves, harvest that, and put it in some pasta sauce. But otherwise, we're done. This whole garden is pretty much done with the exception of a couple of our cool weather crops. We've got our radishes that'll probably be ready to be pulled in the next couple days. I'm going to come out here tomorrow and harvest all of these green onions and our regular onions. They're all set to be harvested now. I pulled one. They're not as big as I would have liked to see them, but that's the problem with growing with sets. You never really get huge ones. We're gonna do from seed next year. I'm gonna put in the time and the effort because you get much bigger ones from what I have seen. Over here, our bed is pretty much we've got some carrots that are, I don't know what they're up to here. Probably little stragglers got left behind and they're still trying to grow. All of our beans I just left here to die off, as you can see, so that I can harvest their pods. So all of these plants now have the dead pods on them, so I can get all of their seeds and I won't have to buy seeds this year. As you can see, it's pretty much fall. The kale all of a sudden is making an appearance, but it's a little too late. Temperatures are dropping pretty low at nighttime now, so we probably won't see any kale at this point. We did try. Next year I think I got to plant them a little bit sooner. Snapdragons are still going. I have got actually some jalapenos in here still, and I've got some that have just, again, I've left them a little bit longer than I should have to get their seeds and harvest those seeds. I've got a couple purple peppers still trying. There's a pepper back there, some California Wonders. But yeah, still got some peppers. I actually, over here, the squash all of a sudden started again. I don't know why, but it just started producing all over again. So I left it, and if I can get another squash or two, another zucchini or two, I'm into it. Hi. So we've got our romaine here. I'm going to come out and harvest all this as well. I'm going to bring some, I think, into work so they can have some salad, because there's no way we're going to eat all of this. And we've got our iceberg. This is the first time my iceberg has ever been successful. It's actually growing like a little head here. I've got this one random garlic. I'm going to pull him up. I'm actually, when I get rid of these lettuces, I'm going to come out tomorrow and plant garlic. We're going to get our fall garlic planted. I've got some more radish over here. The cuckoo melons are actually still producing, believe it or not. I've harvested pretty much everything I could off of this plant, and we've pickled them. So I'm going to be ripping these out soon. There's actually two cucumbers down in there that I have to go down and get, but the tomatoes are pretty much done. Like, everything here is just dead and mushy, and to be quite honest, there was some fruit a couple days ago that I could have come off and got, but I didn't. So now they're just bird food. We do have some flowering up here still, but with the temperatures plummeting the way that they're plummeting in the next week or so, it's honestly, they're not going to survive the night. And we, at this point, I mean, we're almost mid-October. It's almost Thanksgiving here in Canada. So Thanksgiving week, I'm going to harvest everything tomorrow, get everything, the garlic planted. We got some flower bulbs we need to get planted. And then I'm going to rip out this garden. And after we rip the garden out, we start amending our beds for the winter. So treating it with some compost and some other nutrients and getting these beds ready. So that is our final tour of the year. October is a sad time because we are kind of having everything wrap up and finish off. But the nice thing is we can start dreaming for next year. You know, we've got some things we're not going to do next year, such as these little cherry tomatoes. I don't think I'm going to do Cuckoo Melon next year. It was a fun experiment, and you know, they're really delicious pickled, but that's a lot of garden space that I wasted on something experimental. So we'll experiment with something different next year. But yeah, thanks so much for joining us on our garden tours this year, and stay tuned on our channel for more things. I'm going to show you how to plant some of that fall garlic and some tulip bulbs, and we've got an indoor greenhouse coming. So thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you later. Bye.